a lot of you who have social media, other platforms that you can see people a lot, you might notice that damn near everybody is dropping music, saying they're artists, release this, release that, unrelease this, unrelease that. Especially if you're on Instagram, you see it a lot. And one thing I've come to realize is that the music industry is damn near oversaturated. We're at the point now where you can literally go online, buy a beat for like $10, $15, any beat. Not any beat, but a lot of beats. Buy a beat for a cheap price. You can record on your own at home. If you're good enough, you can learn to mix and master on your own, or if you have enough time. And even if it's not like superb radio quality, niggas will still listen to it. You can make your cover art on your own using Adobe, Photoshop, taking a picture outside. You could take a picture of your shoe. That could be your cover art. And I feel like because it's so simple now for you to have this opportunity, or anyone to have the opportunity to make music, damn near everybody's doing it. But I don't feel like just because you make music, you're an artist. And that might be something I get into in a different video. But for this video, I really wanted to talk about how much it's oversaturated that it affects, I feel like, other people like me who came into the game kind of in a sense like because I had a passion, not because it was something that's trendy and blowing up. And I also feel like for people who are in that space where they're doing it because it's trendy and because it's blowing up or whatever, might get pissed off or a little upset at what I'm saying right now. But that's the thing, I don't really care. I'm at a point right now where like I feel like I can respectfully share my opinion without, without feeling a type of way. But as far as the oversaturation, man, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, I think I saw a YouTube video where a guy, he said that every day at least 10,000 songs are released on Spotify. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not listening to all them songs, and I know y'all probably are not either, because that's too many damn songs. Like, we have so many outlets to listen to music, but the music we're listening to is like we get tired of it fast. No, it gets overplayed on these reels, TikToks. Next thing you know, like a song longevity is usually lasting like 2 weeks. After that, it's getting like you get tired of it nowadays, and then the media starts replacing it with something else that's short, trendy, and catchy, and like, just catches your attention quick. And with the 10,000 songs released on Spotify, that statistic, if it's true, that really is very like, it's very like non-beneficial to the independent artist, which is what I am. So an artist who's just not trying to get signed, pretty much. And why that's like literally not beneficial is because it makes competition so much more vast, if that makes sense. Back in the day, we can even say like back in Michael Jackson time and before. We'll just give him like a time period. So back in that time, I personally feel like it was easier for you to stay relevant, but harder for you to break through. Now it's the other way around. It's harder for you to stay relevant, but it's easier for you to break through. Nowadays, if you have a trending song on social media, you can get enough traction where people think, oh, yeah, we're gonna do sponsorships with this guy. We're gonna make him verified. We're gonna get him all these opportunities. But then they're doing the same thing a month later with someone else who is not you and who blew up on TikTok or Instagram as well. And it's kind of just like the replaceability of all these people is very high. Like, no one is really like staying in the game long now these days, except for people who are already in the game before all this stuff started happening. And so you get to the point where it's like, damn, like as an independent artist, like that's really like non-beneficial, because it puts you in a point where you're competing with a whole bunch of people who are like mediocre or somewhat mediocre, or they may even be great, but because they started on the trend and the wave of doing music because it's popular and no, all that stuff. And I want to make a beat, I want to make a song. You competing with like 10,000 other people a day, apparently, who are thinking the same thing. And when you do get noticed, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, like, yeah, your song was cool, it blew up on TikTok or Instagram, people made a little dance to it. Okay, now we're moving on. It's been 2 weeks, we'll move on to someone else. And that's really how it is, and people don't understand that. And also people think that just because they get famous off of social media that they'll be famous for life, or they'll have continuous money coming in, when that is not the case. And so when you have that situation, it's like the oversaturated, it just becomes, like I said, it's just crazy. Like, you can't even, like, I feel like especially for me, maybe it's my feed or whatever, but I can't even go on social media without seeing some new artist, some random person I never even heard of be like, this shit fire. They capture me like, this shit hard, or new independent artist or new up-and-coming artist. And the next thing I know, it's like 2 days later, it's a whole new person with maybe 3 times the amount of views. And so many outlets to even make videos now, and everybody like starting to do like photography, and then other people like maybe doing their own photography. It's so much easier now to have that artist image, which I feel like is it is an important component of being an artist, but also at the same time, if it's plastered in a way where I feel like it's not genuine, it's gonna eventually come out. Like, if you're trying to fake it in a sense of like, maybe you'll pay a bunch of money for a nice ass music video with nice ass effects, quality, drones, a whole bunch of locations, but your music is ass. A lot of people will compensate the video quality for the music quality, and that's the world we live in. Like, a lot of people will like plaster this artist image of like being, you know, good or whatever, when their shit is really ass. And like I said, that's something I can get more into in another video, but I really was just kind of like having this, like, you know, I was thinking on the train and stuff, I was like, damn, bro, I'm like, I'm always, you know, I don't even want to listen to music no more, like, as much as I used to, because it's so much stuff out there that is oversaturation to my ears, my eyes, me as an independent artist. Like, I want to stay in my creative bubble where I'm making music that is individualistic and expresses who I am. And I feel like the oversaturation of the industry damn near hurts that part of me. Like, I feel like I can't be involved in that too much now. Like, I'd rather just do me and then have all that other stuff to the side. But it is a beautiful day today. Currently 32 degrees here. But I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to go by, and I'm trying to be the best I can be. And these are just, you know, what I talked about today in this video. These are just like topics that I reminisce on and I think about to myself. Sometimes I share with other people, but I think that to have this perspective, or have my perspective, is very beneficial, or could be very beneficial to people who are in the same boat as me, or people who are wanting to be like independent artists themselves, or just interested in learning more about the industry. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and stay blessed.